Hey guys, it's Melody Lane, and in this video I'm going to show you a card I put together from the Anna Griffin's pop-up cards that we ordered from HSN, the digital cartridge. I've had a lot of people ask me how to put the cards together, so I did a video live in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. That video ended up being like over 2 hours. So I cut it down, showing you the important parts here in this video. If you watch that video, I finished my card. I didn't completely finish it. I did most of it and I did what the card came with, but then I added a few things to it and I will show you that at the end of this video. If you want to go see the 2-hour video, there will be a link in the description below so you can go watch that video on Facebook.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
So to find the cartridge, we're going to go to Insert Image. Now what we want to do is go to Cartridges. And all we need to search for is Pop-Up. I do Pop-Up because that's what it says on the cartridge, and I click Enter or Return. And then you'll see all the pop-up cards. But these top 2 cards do come with that cartridge. So if you purchase that, both of these should say purchase. So we're going to click view all. I'm just going to be using, this is Pop-Up Cards Trellis. I just think it's so pretty and I think it'd be beautiful with that Milan paper. So it comes in on the right size. Use the zoom and put this down 50%. It's a 5x7 card because it's 7 inches wide. Let's pretend it came in at 2 inches. How do you size that card? Now, I've done many videos on this and showing how to size that card. You always leave it grouped. It comes grouped, leave it grouped. You can just drag this out and count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, make it a little smaller. You can insert a shape. You want to unlock the shape. Move this. You can 7 inches wide. This would probably be like 5 inches. Or actually, let's do 10. Okay, so then you can put this on here and then pull this until it fits that square. So just fit it perfectly, and then you know it's the right size. I also have a little problem. I don't want to use all those many different colors of green. That is a lot of mats. What we can do is we can click Make It Now, and let's see what they want us to do. We have to get all these colors. That's a lot of mats. And that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to click the X at the top right and go back to my screen. I want to put some of these colors together. So I'm going to click Color Sync. I'm going to move some of these colors together so I don't have to use that many. This color is just the background of the dark green bush. You're not going to see a lot of that. So I'm just going to move that up to be the same color. So now I only have 3 colors to do. And all you have to do is click Make It. I'm going to just go ahead and click Continue. Select my Air 2. We're going to put it on fast mode. So I'm using pearl paper. I love the pearl paper. Uh-oh. That didn't cut very well. I'm not using the custom setting, and I did it really fast, but I think that'll be fine actually, because you can't do pearl paper fast, so I just did Cardstock Plus, which is probably too much for it. Yeah, this will be fine because only a little bit of this shows. And when you're peeling it off the mat, you can peel the mat off of the paper. I'm going to put the score tool in. I'm going to use my spatula and get this off. And I kind of bend, I don't know if you guys can see it, I bend my wrist. It's almost done. Oh, here. Okay. So what I do is I just go around the edges. Can you guys see me do this? And with intricate stuff like this, just be very careful. Okay, got that off, and I'm using my big scraper to just scrape the pieces off. So then my next one, I'm using this paper. This is the top and this is the back. And this one is gonna need the score tool, and I already have the score tool in there just to make sure I don't forget. And I did do a fast cut. And it's done. Let's see how it cut. Looks like it cut good. So when you're doing intricate stuff, I just scoop the spatula underneath there and then twist my wrist. Don't try to do it too quickly. Make sure when you're putting the mat in, you're putting it underneath the lips here, and you're also holding it in and pressing just a little bit. Okay, so here are my pieces. This is the Cricut white paper. I don't know if you can see the texture. I'm gonna go back to my design space to see how they're supposed to be. So I have to ungroup. These are easy. These will go on here, and that doesn't match up around the edges. So this one may go on this one, and it does. But to be really honest, I kind of like it. So you can see some of the different color, not just in the center, but around the edge. So I'm going to put this one together not like it's supposed to be. You guys can totally do that. You don't have to follow the directions. You can do it any way you want to do it. So for this one, I'm going to use May's Art Glitter Glue. It does not have glitter in it. It's just the name of the glue, and it works wonderfully. It's kind of hard to see because it's all pattern paper. And you can see I got glue in there, but it's totally invisible when it dries. It's not even shiny or anything. It's awesome. You can get that at maymaymadeit.com. Okay, so I'm going to do the other one real fast. Now this is the one that I cut out too fast on the pearl paper, and I used my mat that was really cut up a lot. And this part I ripped off accidentally. So I'm going to put glue here. See, if you don't get it on there perfectly, this glue allows you enough time to get it a little bit better. And these also go on there. So this goes on top of that one. And then this goes on top of that. I kind of like this without this because I like this watercolor paper. I really like the shading of that watercolor paper. Okay, now I'm thinking I need to put this on because this is the same color as the background. But let's just wait and see. Okay, so now there's score lines here. First, let's fold. This one's going to cover this up. See, I ripped the paper here when I was ripping it off the mat because I was not being careful. So let me go ahead and glue this down. Okay, let's fold this one. This gets folded in half. You can fold it either way. I can see the score line better this way. Let me get my scraper. And then this is going to go inside. This is the first time I'm putting one of these cards together. That is going to go in the center. There's two score lines on this one. There's the top one here that are only on the outside pieces, and then the lower one is right here, about a ½ an inch underneath it. The ones on the outside are going to get folded down like that. For now, I'm just going to squeeze them. There's also two score lines here. And this, the top, is going to be folded out like this. So this top one, it's kind of hard because you don't want to fold these edges here. So that's going to fold just there, and then you're going to pull this up and fold there. So that's going to be folded like this. So these should bow out like that, and that folded up like that. Okay, so that's how you start it. This bottom score line that is right here, we're going to score that out this way. And even if you can't see the score line is down here. It's like at the bottom base of this planter. So if you bend that right here, even if you can't see the score line, you can start to see it more here along the edges. So then you have it like that. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. So that's going to go on there. Make sure we get it so it goes all the way around and sticks in there. You want to do it a little bit fast so it doesn't dry. We're not doing the center tree. I need some down here at the bottom. Make sure you put it at the very bottom. Put a little more there. I'm just going to try to line this up at the bottom. Move it into place. Gently spread it down. Let's fold this again, and now it feels a little bit more firmer. So I'm just going to glue these on here, and I'm just going to put glue here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use this other extra piece. Now, you can't just glue all of this and stick it on. So this is going to pop out like that. So we want to line up the two score lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put glue above these score lines and then around the top here. And I want to make sure I put enough. Do not put glue on the center parts. Not even the straight tab here. Don't put glue there. And then we're going to line this up. I'm going to put the two score lines right on the top of each other, trying to make it even on the sides. And then we have this. So now we can glue the rest of this. And we're going to glue these little tabs. We're going to glue down here real good around all the edges and corners. Make the glue real pretty. Okay. And now we can close it up like this and push it out. So there I have the inside of the card. Now you can just leave this blank. You could add some ribbon or washi tape or anything you want, just leave it as it is. This is how the card is made. Could have attached a sentiment inside here also. I didn't, I just wanted to show you how to do it. Okay, so that's all I did in the video live, but I added some things. I added this to the front. It's just a little tag I just created out of a diamond and a square. And then I added washi tape to the paper before I cut it. So I put that blue and green washi tape, it's kind of ombre washi tape. I think I got it at Michael's, it's by Recollections. I added that to my paper before I cut it. I wrote on it with a gold Cricut marker, and then I put it on top of another white piece that I cut out. So that's the front. I think this is pretty enough. You could add ribbon or more washi tape or some bling or some pearls or anything like that. I kind of like it like that. Okay, now let's get to the inside. If you watched the live video, you know we talked about that blue paper, and I thought, oh, that'd be pretty to put like a pond inside. So that's what I did. So here's the card. This I haven't changed. But this, I added a pond. And I know it's like bumping up like that, but I kind of like it that way. So I thought I was gonna try to flatten it out before this all dried. And that is back of one of the Cricut papers. It's the watercolor blue. See that? And I covered it with glossy accents. This is a really old bottle. But I covered it with this, and it makes it kind of shiny. Like that. And so I thought that was cool. Now the way I made the pond is I just took 2 ovals from the Basic Shapes in Cricut Design Space, kind of placed them and sized them how I thought I liked, and I selected them both and clicked weld. That was it. You can make any shape you want. I did not go looking for ponds. I want like a perfect circle. I didn't want a perfect oval. You may want that. You might not want it like this. I kind of like things not even, you know, like my hair is longer on one side than the other. I like it that way. Today I'm wearing 2 different shoes. I think it's fun. I don't like to do everything like everyone else does. So here's my card. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, click like. If you're not subscribed already, click subscribe. I have a goal of getting to 100,000, and there's gonna be a huge giveaway. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. First, here's a shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Misty, Liz, Jennifer, Laura, Chris, Catherine, Jill, Lisa, Sue, Liz, Elizabeth, Janice, Brenda, Yadhira, Elizabeth, Vicky, Mandy, Janet, Janie, Misty, Emily, Debbie, Madeline, Kay, Connie, Diane, Pamela, Dorothy, Tracy, Brenda, Anthony, Julie, Shirley, Penny, Dee, Danny, Bonnie, Cynthia, Adrian, Selva, Judy, Jenny, Dorinda, Lasagna, Tony, Diane, Carmen, Lillian, Karen, Patty, and Jackie. Thanks, guys.